Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Live It Up, the show where we explore and discuss how to take your life to that next level and beyond. We cover health, wealth, relationships, and how to create a life that feels good because, after all, that's what we want. We want to feel good. Hey, I'm your host and coach, Fletcher. Today on the show, we're going to be visiting with Traci Pierson, who founded Happy Letters. What's a happy letter? Well, it's pretty darn cool, and you're going to find out shortly. And then on the second segment of the show, we'll be visiting with Palin Lewindi, an 11-year-old with a unique story who has also jumped on the Happy Letter train and has some fun plans. It's going to be an uplifting conversation. As you know, I love to visit with inspiring people, and it's important to me to share those visits with you too. So stick around for some feel-good conversation. But before we get to that, I do want to remind you that if you have questions you would like me to answer on or off of the air, you can email those directly to me at fletcher@fletcherellingson.com. And if we use your question on the show, I'm going to send you a copy of my Amazon best-selling book called The Practice of Feeling Good. Now, if you've been following this show and you want to learn more about personal development and how to take your life on more powerfully, then grab a copy of my book on Amazon. You just go to Amazon, type in The Practice of Feeling Good, and you can find it there and get a copy for yourself. You can also visit me at my website, fletcherellingson.com, where I've got all sorts of free resources there. The good news is you don't have to figure out everything in life on your own. There are answers and solutions and people and ways to get unstuck and move forward powerfully. Now, at this point in the show, I usually take some time to answer an email question and offer some coaching, but today we're going to skip that part. I want to give my guests some extra time with our visit, so stick around and meet Traci and Palin, and we're going to get to that right after this short commercial break. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. So glad you're here. I'm so glad you're in this conversation. Today on the show, we've got Traci Pierson here from Happy Letters. Traci, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, hey, as you know, we like to start off the show with some feel-good news or a feel-good win. What have you got for us? What's something that's going well in your life?
My best feel-good news is that my grandson was born last month.
All
and
right.
He's the best, he's the cutest, he's the most precious, and I am the proudest Grammy.
Ah, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, grandma.
Yeah.
Right on. That's fun, right? Grammy, okay. All right on. Well, that is a great win. Hey, you are talking today about Happy Letters. You're sharing this idea that you had, and can you give us a little bit of background? How did Happy Letters come about?
Happy Letters is a community outreach that teaches the importance of giving back. And it came about when I owned my own daycare preschool, and we were trying to teach the kids the importance of giving back and coming up with hands-on activity that they can do for others. And that was in 2015, and Happy Letters started because we were watching the kids during their journal time, and every day they would write in their journals, and they would create these beautiful drawings and pictures, and they were so excited to share them with their family. And we thought, we need to have them start drawing pictures for people to share a smile. And that's how Happy Letters started.
Love it. A couple things that I want to call out in what you just said. Number one, Happy Letters is designed to help people give back, to teach that process of giving back, right?
Yes.
What a beautiful thing, because what we're really nurturing there is consideration, right? Mm-hmm. and compassion and empathy. You're teaching young people to do that at an early age. The other cool thing that I love that what you said is they were in their journals making these pictures, and you said something like they were excited to share them.
Yeah.
Isn't that such a fantastic thing? Like, kids want to share their artwork. They want to share the things that they're proud of. If you asked adults to make a bunch of pictures, they'd be like, oh, it's not very good. Oh, don't look at mine. Oh, I'm embarrassed, right? But little kids are like, look at this that I did, right?
That is right. And they're so excited to make other people happy by their drawings.
Yes, they have that enthusiasm that is just like so infectious, right?
Yes.
And you can get that from from the pictures that they draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so great. And that started in 2015?
15, and then I sold my business in 2021. But I wanted to keep Happy Letters going because I saw the difference it made in the kids, but I also saw the difference that it made in the people receiving them. We would receive emails, we would receive thank you cards, and we'd even have people come in person to thank the kids. So I knew it was important to keep it going, but I no longer had the funds because the daycare provided the funds for it, and I no longer had the kids. So I had to think of a new way to reach out and have kids make these drawings. So I went out into businesses. Weeds Cafe and the Kashmir Library were the first businesses to have Happy Letter stations, so people can come in and make Happy Letters there. Then I started making, reaching out to schools. Seeds Learning was one of the first schools to start making Happy Letters and sending them out, and they would send them to emergency, the ER room, to the staff to say thank you for what you're doing. So Happy Letters isn't just sending letters out, it's also sending letters of gratitude out and thanking people in our community.
I love that.
And then Vail School started making Happy Letters last year, and they made over 1,300 Happy Letters last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so talk me through how you determine like who's going to receive this and who have been some of the recipients.
We have done retirement homes, we have done veterans, we have given to Our House for cancer patients, we've given to Wellness Place for cancer patients, oncology department, and then of course our thank you Happy Letters to the police department, to medical staff. But the cool thing about Happy Letters is when it first started out, it was just for pre-K kids that we did in our preschool classroom. And then when I had to start reaching out into the community to get more people involved, we made it from pre-K to 12th grade. And
so cool.
You met with the RAC recently, so I want to give you a Happy Letter, and this is from one of the RAC students.
All right, my own Happy Letter.
Your own Happy Letter. You've got to experience a Happy Letter.
I love that. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to open it. I'll open it right after we're done filming.
Okay.
Here. Oh, thank you. And so you've opened it up to all the way up to 12th grade.
Yes.
And have you had some older children or kids participate in that?
Yes. The RAC group is great. The last round of Happy Letters that we made, I was able to take them to Fred Hutch and give them to cancer patients at Fred Hutch that they've done, and they're going to be doing some more again this year.
And as you've been doing this, what are some of the what does it do for people? What's the impact when they get these Happy Letters?
Well, I think they are just happy to get a Happy Letter. They appreciate kids taking the time to make a Happy Letter. And I just received a thank you from a gentleman, I guess I didn't bring it, that was going through treatment at Confluence Health. And he wanted to email and thank the kids for making the Happy Letters and taking the time to make a Happy Letter and the difference it made in his day. Yeah,
so, and that's what it's all about, making a difference in someone's day, and in that moment, right?
Right.
Because, boy, there's a shortage of that, in my opinion, right?
I agree with you.
Yeah, and so to be the recipient, like a random act of kindness, a random act of acknowledgement, a random act of appreciation, that can feel so good, and it can be so rare, and we never know what kind of day someone's having. So just to be the recipient of kindness is so heartwarming. What a beautiful thing you and your teams have created.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really acknowledge you for that. And you brought along with a couple examples of these Happy Letters, right?
So this would be for like fourth graders, third graders and fourth graders. And they can write anything they want on it, and it's kind of cool. And then this side, the other side here, that would be more for pre-K kids, kindergarten kids, first grade kids. And then we have this for the junior high to high school kids, to where there's a note, quote, and sketch, so they can draw something, they can look up a quote that they think that might make somebody feel good, and then they can write some words to them.
I love it. So I got to read. I love this one. This one is from somebody in
Vail School.
Okay. And what age do you think this is about?
This is probably a first grader.
Okay. And it says, "You are always loved by someone." And this is and then the description of the picture is rainbows and ice cream makes me happy. I love it.
Now, who wouldn't smile when they got something like that
Exactly,
in the
right?
mail? Yes.
Right?
Just knowing somebody's taking the time
Yes.
to make that for
Yes.
them.
And then here's another one that says, "You've got this. Dear friend, hi, my name is Elena, and I'm a third grader from Kashmir. I hope you have a good day. I bet the sun will shine on you today. Just keep on trying. You got this, Elena." Yeah, and the other thing you said is when they receive it. Like, we're used to getting emails,
Right.
but to get something tangible.
The true meaning of writing a letter.
Yes.
It's bringing it back. And something so simple means so much to somebody that receives this.
Oh gosh, yeah. To think that somebody took the time who doesn't even know me and to put those good vibes out there for me to experience, it's beautiful. It's just
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
it is.
great.
This year we had a goal of making 3,000 happy letters, and we succeeded that. We made 4,400 happy letters.
4,400.
Yes. And so
Whoa.
next year we want to go for 6,000.
Wow.
6,000 or more in 24.
I love that. What a fantastic ambition. And
Thank
now, you need people to help you out with this too, right?
Right. We could use more teachers getting involved, the schools getting involved. We could use volunteers for when we do get the happy letters, then we need to stuff them all in an envelope. Or when we start doing our happy letter packets, then we need help with that too.
Okay, great. So there's several things. You need people to do the happy letters. You also need some people to stuff these and make them, right?
Right.
Maybe there's someone out here who's hearing this and like, wow, what a cool idea. I'd like to be a part of that. And because maybe they don't feel like doing the writing, but they know of some kids that could be a part of it, or they just want to be involved in a feel-good project. So what's the best way to reach you and get involved?
Email me at makehappyletters@gmail.com.
Okay, makehappyletters@gmail.com.
Yes.
Great.
And you can learn more about Happy Letters because I also have a video on my website, which is makehappyletters.org.
makehappyletters.org. Go there to get more information if you want to get involved with Traci on a really feel-good project. I love it. And do you have something on Facebook? I can't remember.
Yes, we're on Facebook too and Instagram.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
you got it all covered.
Yes, but the one thing that I do want to say is that one person can't do this. It takes a team. And you know the cheesy saying of it takes a village? It truly takes a village.
Yes.
We've got the kids that are making the happy letters. We've got the teachers that get involved. I've got an awesome board with great board members that are involved. It just takes a team of people to make it happen.
Cool.
So, and I'm very, very appreciative of everybody that helps out with Happy Letters.
Well, let's see if we can get you some more help, right?
Okay, I would love that.
All right, hey, we're going to be back right after this commercial break. We're going to talk with Palin, who is an 11-year-old who's also interested in Happy Letters and is going to be part of this next project. So stay tuned. Let's meet Palin and find out what's next for Happy Letters. Hey everybody, welcome back to Live It Up. On our show today, I have two guests. We've got Traci Pierson, who we were just visiting with, and now joining us is Palin Lewindi. Hello.
Hi.
I like your star.
Thank you.
Yeah. I like that, nice and bold, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Lewindi, you tell me a little bit about where you met Traci.
So at the Vail School, we were working on just happy letters for cancer patients. And the leadership teacher there, Mrs. Davidson, she was she introduced me to Traci, and that's how she found out about me, and that's like I think one of the first times I made happy letters.
Cool, cool. And you two are teaming up for another project, aren't you? And what project is that?
A book drive.
A book drive.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's the book drive gonna benefit? Who's it for?
Wenatchee Clinic Hospital, I think, and Seattle Children's.
And you kind of have a heart for the Children's Hospital, don't you? And the people that are there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And can you share a little bit about why you the condition that you have been living with and managing for a number of years? You remember what it's called?
Oh, thalassemia?
Yeah, right, yeah. So you've been living with this, a blood disorder, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's been something, you have to do some regular transfusions. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you spent your fair share of time in hospitals, it sounds like, or clinics.
Yeah, every 3 weeks we go to Wenatchee Hospital for just a blood transfusion all day.
Oh, it's an all-day event.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so you've spent time there, you've seen other kids, and you kind of thought, like, this might be something that would cheer them up, huh?
Totally.
Yeah. Is it fun to make these letters?
Yeah, I mean, you get to color anything you want, something about what you like, and it like helps you learn about yourself more. For instance, like on the cards, what makes you happy? What would you like to say to people that are struggling? Like, learn more about yourself, and it just like it brings you like joy to know that you're gonna make somebody smile with those letters.
Yeah, I like that. Give me a high five. Yeah, right on. It brings joy when we know we're doing something that's gonna make someone smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Well, I want to acknowledge you and thank you for being a part of this, because you're a great example. You're an inspiring example, and so just thank you for that. Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right. So, when is this next project going to launch?
This is going to launch in March, and we have a goal of 1,000 happy letters to collect. And we will also do a book drive on top of that. So when we get the books collected and the happy letters collected, then we will put them into this happy letter packet. So each child will receive a book, a happy letter, and then some drawing utensils and stuff.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So this is not, so in addition to the happy letters, the kids are going to get a book, something to draw with, a little toy.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, how fun would it be to get something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. So you guys are doing a book drive.
A book drive, and putting out there we need 1,000 happy letters. So hopefully we'll get some schools involved in making the happy letters. Again,
if you're hearing this and you're like, wow, this is so cool, how can I get involved? Reach out to Traci, and she'll put you to work, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Because you need 1,000 of these. That's no small order. That's a big order.
It is. It is. But we can do it, right,
Yeah.
Palin?
Yeah,
the cool thing about Palin is I've been since we met last year. Every 3 weeks, I would make sure she had a happy letter packet, and then this year. She invited me to come and start seeing her at the hospital. So every 3 weeks I go and see her at the hospital while she's hooked up and having her blood transfusion. The thing that impressed me about her was that probably last month I went in to visit with her a little bit, and as she's getting her blood transfusion, she's asking me if we can start making happy letters for the Children's Hospital. So
beautiful.
I just thought, here's this little girl that's been going through so much herself since she was a baby and started these blood transfusions when she was 4 years old. And she still wants to give back to others. That is the true meaning of happy letters.
I love
that. Is that you put a smile on your face and you still want to do for others.
Yeah.
And that just really impressed me. So when she asked me, I said, yes, of course we're going to make it happen.
Right
I was able to get a hold of, I was introduced to Ruben Mays, who does the children's clinic here, and that's where we're going to start.
That's fantastic.
giving our happy letters to first.
So fun to see how all the dots begin to connect, right?
It is.
Yeah, and
It
it's
is.
and that's that's the value of like a happy letter. Like here, she was making happy letters, and then is the recipient of happy letters, and now it creates a relationship, and now you guys are doing like something even bigger, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So cool how that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excited.
you guys are both being open and willing, and it's just a beautiful thing. So, 1,000 letters.
Yes.
What kind of time frame is this all going to happen, and what's your ambition for this?
I'm hoping that we can get it done like in the month of March and April.
Okay.
Palin will have to be going over to Children's Hospital probably sometime in the summer to start treatment. It'll be great for her because she can take a big tub of happy letter packets that she'll be able to share with other kids over there because she'll be staying there 3 to 4 months, right? Yeah. So this we'll give here locally, but we'll also be giving to her to take when she goes over for her treatment.
Okay, cool. And if somebody has a bunch of books right now that they're like, gosh, I got books, do they need to be used? Do they need to be new? Can they be lightly used? What's your preference here?
We would prefer new because we want to make this really fun and exciting for the kids. But if you have some that are gently used that you feel like are in really, really good shape, then we'll take those too.
Okay,
So-
cool. And then again, they can reach out to you if they've got some donations, or if somebody even wants to just go buy a few packets of crayons or some notebooks. Is that?
That would be great too. And
Okay.
I also have a donation button on my website too.
Oh,
so and
okay.
those funds would go to all the stuff,
Okay,
extra
great.
stuff that we need.
That's
here.
what we want to know, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the time to like help package these up, but you're like, this is such a cool cause, I want to give monetarily to it, you can make a donation at your website.
Right, and we're a 501c3, so it is
Tax deductible.
Tax
Okay,
deductible,
good.
yeah.
And give that domain name one more time.
makehappyletters.org is my website.
Okay.
makehappyletters@gmail.com is how you can get a hold of me.
All right. So cool. Okay, well, hey, we are just about out of time. Palin, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing some inspiration. And Traci, thank you for all that you're doing as well. I really appreciate it and acknowledge you for that.
Thank you. And like I said, it takes a team. It's not just me.
Yes,
It's
it
the
takes
whole
a team.
team.
Right, good. Well, I hope this has been inspiring to you, and now it's your turn to get out there, be a source of inspiration, be a source of kindness. You do have something to offer this world, and I believe in you.